Howdy y'all, welcome back to another Less is More 2. Some changes since last episode as far as Cake Factory goes. Number one, if we go over here and we take a look at it, hopefully my magnet is off. That magnet will screw things up. I just kind of moved it around a little bit. This actually ran out of mana on me, and I was going to do a kind of a thing where using like Ender Chest, it would drop a mana tablet in there, and then when it was empty, the empty one would be pulled out and recharged and sent back over. But what I realized is the mana tablet would be recognized as an item unless I moved it way over here, which I could have done. But I think that would have slowed things down. So this was kind of moved around, even though I didn't really need to. What I ended up doing was running it via rail, and there's another one on the over by the the Botanius flowers over there, the Kikamaras. So what we have here, this side's a little bit more complicated than the other side because this requires a couple of different things. Since this mana pump right here, the pink side is the direction that it's going. Anytime you're using the mana pump from Botania, this thing will keep pumping until it gets a redstone signal. So even if you're gauging whether this is full or not, this will keep running until that is empty, even if it's a waste. So you've got to shut that pump off. So that's what we have here. We have a quartz gate here that's looking that if the mana is empty, then it's going to do a red pipe signal, which the red pipe signal goes to just right here. And if the red pipe signal is off, then it'll turn a redstone signal on. So that keeps this from pumping. Okay, the redstone signal keeps this from pumping and wasting the mana that's in our mana cart. When this is empty, this will turn this on, which will shut that redstone signal off, which will then allow this to refill this mana pool right here. Now, here we have a comparator, and the comparator, even though it's placed on the pump, is reading how much mana is inside the cart. All right, you got to put the comparator on the pump, not the cart. So this one is saying, and this one is actually a oh shoot, what the hell are those things called? A fader. Okay, it can actually read the kind of the different levels and be adjusted to the different levels of redstone. So this one's set to 1. The reason I set it to 1 and not 0, well, there is no 0, it's just off. But if 1, if I set it to off, then it just it freaks out, and this thing may or may not even make it all the way over here. So 1, I'm guaranteed to come over here. So when this is all the way down to, when this is empty enough to give me that redstone level, then it will come over here, or it'll activate a blue pipe. And when the blue pipe signal is activated, then it'll turn a redstone signal on, and it will shoot this guy all the way back over to our other area over here. So you can see it comes over a little bit. It's really not too far. Okay, so here, this one's a lot simpler. This one is saying, this one again is reading the pipe. This one is a lot simpler to do. It's just a 2-gate thing. This one you're saying that when the redstone level is 15, which means this cart that will be sitting here is full, then it's going to activate a redstone signal. So a blue pipe signal is on, then a redstone signal, and it'll shoot the guy back over there, where it'll sit there and wait until it's empty. Okay, so that's how we're getting mana over there. We actually lost, I don't know, 400 or 500 cake. I didn't realize that thing was empty. It was just running and running, and it drained itself out. But you got to make sure you do all that, because if not, it'll just constantly drain that mana out of that cart. On the receival side, it'll just drain that mana out of the cart, and it'll keep sending it back over, and then sending another full cart over. and your mana system will not keep up, and you're just wasting it. You're just throwing it away. So the second thing that we did is I keep talking about all the problems over in the New Millennium, so I moved it over here. I moved everything over here. Where am I getting a bat? Should not be no bats around here. I hear him. There shouldn't be anything down below here. I don't think there's anything hollow down here. Maybe he's up in a tree or something. You can see we're not running the cow seeds over here anymore. That cache is totally full, and since we're not using them, I don't see the need to grow them anymore. We're still growing the chicken seeds. I'm just leaving it on these 2 crops right now. Guys, beneath this one and that one over there are growth pulsers, about 8 or 9 blocks deep, underneath this 3x3 right here. Okay, and there's absolutely no difference in growth rate at all, and it's just ridiculous that you got to use 100 of those things, because everybody's like, you got to use like 50 stacks. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna go. That's ridiculous. That's just ridiculous that you have to do that. So stay away from those things. They're just not. I mean, you got nothing else better to do, knock yourself out. But that's ridiculous. Come on, Magical Crops person, guy, who I'm forgetting your name right now. That's just ridiculous. I mean, you want to lower the amount, or I don't know. You can't make it any lower, because right now I can't even obviously even see that it's doing anything. Okay, so we're growing our crops. What I did a little bit differently is I pretty much left it the same as it was. There's just one that's kind of splitting its stuff between the 2 crops here. And ouch. And you notice we only have one here because I've actually tied it into, boy, I have said actually twice, actually in like 2 actual minutes. That's, or 2 actual seconds. And I always bust on other people who do that. We're going to stay away from that and ums today. So we have the obelisk over here, and on the very top of the obelisk is the, Dark Ethereum thingy. I believe that's actually the name of the book, the Dark Ethereum thingy. That's up there, so that's creating all kinds of Dark Ethereum for us. There's actually 4, actually again, I did it again. There are 4 mana batteries up there, and then, is there 4? 4 or 5? 4, I think, up there, and then they're all linked into this one, and then this one, of course, is linked into that. And then on the second floor, there are 3 more Celestial Prism stations like this one on the second level with 2 mana batteries, and those mana batteries are tied into this one, and then of course that one is tied into this one. So we don't have any power problems over here. It's pretty good. We are not using neutral. Neutral, I find, is, I'm just not creating that much of it because we're running. Well, we're doing better. I mean, like I said, it's going every 6 seconds. And the only reason it's doing 6 seconds is I want to make sure the orchid keeps up. There's a little bit of weirdness. Like that was gone, but it was still there. But every once in a while, like I said, it was doing smooth stone. So that's why I bumped it up to 6 seconds, just to make sure everything stayed copacetic, hunky-dory, and functional. So this is now just working full speed. Thinking about maybe putting some sugar cane or something over there. I don't think it'd be worth it though. We're doing enough sugar cane. This is actually so fast that we're probably actually, again, let's just do a counter. Ka-ching, ka-ching. I almost did it again. This is so freaking fast that we are going to run out of room on a fully upgraded cache on this one very quickly. So now what I need to do is, we've got our mana production down, and I've made some baubles. The only thing that upsets me is that I can't get that flicker focus for fishing to work, and nobody's commented on it yet. Hopefully some of y'all are out there doing some of y'all's Uber Ars Magic 2 knowledge magic and figuring out why that thing is not working the way it's supposed to. And let me know. Because I actually had to fish today because I wanted to make some more spells or upgrade some spells that I have. Because you always find the what's wrong with your spells when you make them and then you go out and use them and you're like, you know what this needs? Darn it, now I got to do it again. So yeah, I'd really like to get that working. I want to move these pigs to... I need to make a slaughterhouse for them. I just really for the fat, the pig fat for them, not even the meat, the pig fat, so that I can make those little warding candles. Seems like I've been making a lot of those little prisms and stuff lately, so it'd be nice just to have a nice good supply of that. So that's something I'll probably do shortly. And it just looks tacky having it right outside my Gaia Coliseum. Just a group of pigs hanging out there. I feel like I'm in a third world country, you know. Este sábado, giganto. You know, something. Uno puerco. That's the extent of my Spanish. We're done. So we're, one more thing that I wanted to try out today, and we'll probably break before I go over and do it, is I wanted to try out a new bauble that I made. And it is the Brew of Vanity's Emptiness. Now, I don't know how this thing's going to work. I've never made it, never used it, never used the potion. What this is supposed to do is it's kind of like a movable magnum torch. So something I'd like to try to do is go over to the Deep Dark and do a little manual mining using the dig spell that I have and see how that thing works. So I'm going to probably go over and check that out. So give me just a second and we'll be back and we'll head over and take care of that. Alright, ready to go. Ready to shoot over there and see what this thing does. Just had to take care of some real important kitten stuff. Mainly getting them off my feet. They were cutting the hell out of me. So, I clicked the wrong one. Hold on. There we go. Let's click the right one. Let it load in a little bit. Okay, now this has emptiness, which should keep them from spawning. Now, the real clincher will be is because we already have a magnum torch right here, so we shouldn't see anything until we get out a little bit. So how's this going to work? Do we see anything yet? Because I know they'll spawn regardless. No, there's something over here. Oh, but those are dryads and mages. I don't think these guys are bad. I think these guys are good. I've not seen a dark mage or anything yet, so I don't really know where. So this is pretty cool. So they don't. I guess this just is like a little mobile magnum torch, which would be hello, froze up there. Guess I'm getting into new chunks. Ugh. All right, where's the exit? Actually, I've flown around quite a bit. I died out here, by the way. I was trying out the dark steel armor. Pretty cool stuff. But I don't know if it's because I don't have the extra levels, the enchanted stuff on there, like the Ars Magica stuff, or not. Because all this has the physical damage resistance, fire damage resistance, that sort of stuff extra on top of the enchants. And that stuff does not, the dark steel. And a damn spider killed me. Kicked my ass. Like, embarrassing. Kicked my ass. So let's go down a little bit. Let's fly. Because we don't want to die. because there's like a void down below here, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. I wonder how far down we should go. Did I bring? Because I have a night potion too. Did I bring that with me? I did. Night of Alcite. So let's give this a little drink. I like these potions. They I think the big one has 6 uses, and then the little one has 3, as compared to the you know, the regular potions just are single shot. I wonder how far down you should go. Is there a diamond level in this? Oh, I can see, but it's still saying it's dark. Gotta get used to that. Alright, let's go this direction. Let's just go blast it out there. Well, triple oars my ass. I don't really see anything out here. Okay, well, at least we know it works, and that's cool, because before, when I've come over here and done any manual mining, you get you get down a ways, and by the time you turn around to come back, everything's filled up because it's dark. So, like, your exit point now is completely full of mobs. So 128 blocks is the range of that thing said, and that's actually quite a distance. Why am I getting all this iron? I need iron. I don't think I need any iron right now. Let's get that stuff. Alright guys, well that's it for this episode. So we are absolutely 100% done with the farms for the cake farm. Why do I keep calling it a cake farm? For the cake factory. Those farms now are 100% powered. If you have the that dark Ethereum, man, that stuff would be really. I was actually thinking about that yesterday. How hard that would be to get your hands on without a mod like Ender.io or MFR. What else can spawn them? Ender.io, MFR. Soul Shards Reborn, Soul Shards The Old Ways. There's a couple of them. I don't know how many other spawner mods. Those are the 4 I can think of off the top of my head. How difficult it would be to get that. It's actually quite easy with this one, but I could see it being if you were just to run it by itself, I could see the Dark Orm would definitely be a sticking point. So guys, that's going to be it for this one. I appreciate you coming by. I know it's a little bit slower, but I just wanted to kind of let you see the progress that was made. I have been really kind of focusing on this. I want it to be 100% smooth, and that I don't have to worry about it. And with the Mana on Rails thing now, it's completely done. Moving the farms up to the overworld and then kind of patching them into the obelisk power. We don't have to worry about those farms now. Those were always kind of a pain in the ass. They constantly losing power. But now, everything's nice and smooth. Everything's working great. I don't have to worry about anything at this point unless just something horribly goes wrong. So I appreciate you coming by, and until next time, I will see y'all later.